Hello! Are we alright? Oh, there we go. My question is, does Stream Deck work today? It does! Hello, ladies and gentle spoons! How are we all doing? Are we all good? I shouldn't be shouting again. Reminder to do background effects. Well, I can actually do the background effects today, Bongo, because my shiz is working. Kush, Bongo, amazing yacht. How are we all doing? Hope we're doing fantastic. Oh, the Tinky Winky will be coming back. Don't you worry. So I've been just sorting a lot of stuff, as you can probably see right now. Trying to sort out what audio I'm going to be doing for this stream setup. So we'll do a little rundown of what the streams have been about recently. And I actually reached out to Obsbot to see if they actually want to sponsor any of these streams as well. Since it's all like multi-cam and stuff like that. So watch this space. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. We'll
Plus
find out.
points, let's go!
Let's go. 68 points we are currently on for the Twitch Plus points. Oh, we have a new member. Welcome to the Andi Olympic Committee. Something I might have a look at, actually, is this Aku Aku mask. You know, with the new move update. Clue, how you doing as well? Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Kush, for the second month. Do you guys want to take a look at that first? Because the new move update has made it easier to have tracking on. So I feel like we should just maybe take a little look at how that works. And then work out what we're going to do from there. Hello, everyone that's on YouTube. I think we're streaming to YouTube as well. So feel free, if you've got questions, put them in chat. You know, the usual shenanigans. By the way, did you see some Elgato stuff is on sale on Amazon? Didn't know if you want to link your affiliate link. I don't think I've got my Amazon affiliate stuff set up correctly, because apparently, like, nobody's ever used my stuff ever. I've never had a payout. So it's confusing AF, especially it being, like, multiple regions and stuff like that. So I definitely need to go through mine and take a look at why I don't really get anything. I would have thought people at least have used my link before. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, some have, but I don't know. I need to look into it. But yeah, I think bombarding people with affiliate links is always really annoying. I'd rather just, yeah. I'm not a big fan of affiliate stuff. Other than certain things, like if people are trying to be really generic, like, oh, here is this Amazon affiliate link. It's quite generic, isn't it? Whereas, like, say, for instance, Durus. I'm all about using my affiliate link for Durus because I actually believe in the software and the services that they offer. Do you know what I mean? Then it's a little bit more special. And obviously, I hope when we do stream up affiliates and stuff like that, then people would feel the same. And do you know what I mean? It's a bit more natural that way. Whereas when you're just doing it just because, it's like, there's no point. That's why we're going to decide who we want to be affiliates and stuff. Yo, Mum, thanks for 90 bits. You're smashing it. You're in first place. We are currently on, what was it, 67? I checked the points this morning. So we're probably on 68 Twitch Plus points right now. We don't have long until the end of the month.
Bitty in
so
here,
if you are not a subscriber and you love the content, please consider subscribing to support me on this month and next month. And try and get us to that 100 Twitch Plus points, because we got it last month. We need to get it this month. We're really close, but there's not many days left in the month. So let's take a look at the move stuff, shall we? It's going to be a little bit Inception-y, just because of just me using my OBS inside of OBS. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit Inception-y, but you just have to get over it, won't you? Studio mode as well, and we'll go over to where I have the tracking, which I believe is, I mean, it could be anywhere. Is it just straight on this? It is, look. So there's 8 actions at the moment for this that track it. So let's see if this could, well, you know, there's some other stuff in there as well, actually. So either way, what I'm going to do is duplicate this. Just so I don't lose that initial build kind of thing, so I don't break anything on my stream. And we'll go down to Oh my god. Why do you have to be like this? Bongo, why? So, in this new update, I can probably jump out of studio mode now. In this new update, you know how I set up all the tracking, like, I need to choose the position, then I need to do the scale and everything like that, and a lot of different things. This new update that Exceldro added, this is my first time actually using it, but I've looked at it. But there is now an option that says attach source. So we can hit attach source, and we can attach a source to a body part, which is pretty cool. So actually I need to go back into thingy and turn the mask on. Right? So the mask is apparently on. Okay, the mask is on, but then I need to go into here and turn the actual scene on. Right, so it's currently not tracking or anything like that, right? But if I turn this on... Oh, this is the crate, isn't it? Oh, so the crate is automatically tracking. Because it's attached to my eyes, apparently. And it's auto-sizing, as you can probably see. Sorry for the mask being right in the middle of my face right now and all that jazz, but get over it. Hey, Andy. Hey, Yoshi Spyro. What's going on, baby? So we'll track forehead, because that's where we probably want it to land, the box, right? So you can see it's auto-scaling as my head's coming closer. So you don't need to be an absolute wizard to do multiple tracking things to get it to basically match up. You know, like I was doing before, I had like 10 different actions in there doing things to make sure that it fits correctly. No need to do that anymore. No need to do it. Let me move that out of the way. It is pretty cool. It's so easy to do. Landmark property, I don't know. I mean, it's just working anyway. So I don't really know why this is a thing. Maybe I can do... If I don't understand why these other settings are here. I mean, the confidence value is always good because it makes sure that it knows that it's still there, and it's pretty good though. The factor's fine because that'll be the X and the Y value, I'm guessing, even though it just says factor and factor. So there you go. So this is like your scaling, as you can see. What's the other factor? That must be like movement factor then or something. I'm not sure. So I'm not really seeing anything happening there. But anyway, the crate is on my face. So let's add now another action. And this cool thing that I asked Exceldro to add. So you can actually show certain ones of these. So I'll be like, crate, tracking. Thanks for that, Yoshi. And see what's happening. Why mouth? Is it just because it's tracking 1 point rather than 2 points? Is that what the thing is? I'm guessing so. Right, crate tracking, crate breaking. This will actually be Aku. And this might make it easier for me to actually get this mask thing out to you guys that I've created. Aku tracking. We'll put it in here. Move source. We'll attach so. Oh, that's because the breaking's on there actually. So I'm gonna do the same settings for crate breaking. And we'll attach to forehead as well. We can't actually see the crate breaking at the moment because it's just not there. But it will be there. So we can probably go and turn it on. We're still in studio mode, so we'll do this. And, oh, it was on for a second, I think. Oh, don't tell me I've just crashed OBS. I can't turn this off. Okay, I'll replay. Something funky is going on. Why is that? Built in to move. That's bloody. Yes, it is all in here. That's weird. So something in this forces this to stay on. What? Oh, it is there, but it's tiny. Can you see it? It's tiny in the middle. So something I could do is turn it on, pause it, and there we go. So I've got it. It's right there. Can you see it? It's super, super tiny right now. And now it's tracking with this. So maybe I can adjust. Oh, so we've got the factor there. And we got the Y factor as well. So let's go. It looks like it needs to be pretty big. Not really big. Why does that factor need to be huge? Is the landmark property actually doing anything? There we go. So now that's tracking wherever the crate break. Can you see? That making sense? So we'll leave that on. If the move plugin resize the source, you'd have to reset transform. Or just do what I just did. And now we can add the Aku. So we'll do mask. Oh, the mask is already tracking amazing. Oh, in fact, no, it's not. It's just doing the old tracking anyway. So we'll do attach source. And it's gone really tiny again. Because it's right behind here somewhere, as you probably see. So we'll... I don't know if this is, like, needed. But let's boost this up to, like, 1,000, shall we? And 1,000. And, whoa. We're gonna have to, like, crank this bad boy. So what's this top one doing? Right, what are we tracking here? Eyes. We probably want to track nose, right? Right, so it's on my nose, and that's probably what we want, right? So what does increasing this one do? What factor is that actually doing? I understand this one's sizing. But I'm just not understanding what... Is it the difference between some sort of point or something? Because that's moving up. Do I need to do like minus? So that's moving it on the... It looks as if it's the X and the Y. Why have I just disappeared? What? I'm getting a bit trippy here as to what is going on. So we're just trying to map this to stick in the right place. Increasing this factor, that looks like size to me. That seems to be doing some kind of size value. And then this seems to be just moving it up or down. But then it disappears when it reaches a negative number. What? So the plugin is resizing on the go depending on the landmark. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just a little confused at what the landmark property is actually doing in this scenario. I don't know if it is actually doing anything. Because obviously we're telling it to attach to a source. I don't know if Exceldro meant to remove these or what. You testing on my bugs? No? I'm just trying to work out what this is actually doing right now. For the factor. Let me remove the crate breaking. I can't because... I'm guessing this is auto turning it on. Which I didn't know was a thing. Is that a thing? Because I'm trying to turn these off and I can't physically turn them off. Classic OBS. That'll be, yeah, me just being, smashing it. Exceldra, it would be nice if that wasn't a thing. Or an option to be able to do that, if that's alright. Because, for instance, in this mask thing, the crate comes on, then it breaks. And obviously, I still want the tracking to be on the mask when that's on. Does that make sense? Did OBS just say... No, OBS just crashed. Does that make sense? So I want that to be gone and the crate breaking to be gone as well. Whilst the mask is on. Does that make sense? But if the tracking's always on for them, then it's just going to sit there like that. Which is not ideal in this scenario. Let's go back into it. Is everyone back in now? I don't know. Is the stream still working on YouTube? No idea if that's still up. It's dead over there anyway. It's like Deadsville, bro. It's saying connecting to streaming. Yeah, it looks like it's up. Looks like we're back in. There we go. Right, let's go back into these settings again. So, what... Oh, I've got to remake it. That's bull. We'll just do it from scratch. We'll do it from scratch, so I'm not messing about. NVIDIA AR move. We will add the... We'll do the mask tracking. You testing with your streaming OBS? Obviously, because why not? do I look like I'm bothered, Excel Royal? It's just what I do. Put mask in here. Yo, Andy, thanks for the follow, baby. Appreciate it.
But you're rocking for the stone.
You're already following. If you live in a lavender edge, you take up too much room. Exactly right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be always on the edge. It's because I was wanting to just look at the. So we'll attach this source to nose, yeah. So how does where are you? Oh, I did not. I pressed right click like a tit. Stream or invincibility mask source. So if I go mask, oh, the other stuff's not there now. Right, so that must be a bug, Exceldro. I copied this filter, the original one that I had that had a bunch of different things on here. But if you go to, say, one of these and press attach source, I don't want to break this just in case. But if you go and press attach source now, these feature, landmark property, and stuff like that stays on. Whereas they're not there now. There's only the confidence thing. So now I understand that if I crank it or something like that, that it'll turn it on? Question mark. Yeah. So it is on now. But if I turned that off, would that mean that that would turn off? We're looking... look at that too. No worries. So it's just always on, isn't it? Which is not going to be ideal for my thing. So yeah, having some kind of other way of check marking whether or not you want it to auto show and hide or something like that, maybe. Just for if you are doing an effect like this, you want to be in control of what sources are on or something like that. But other than that, what does the factor do on this one then? Right, it's on my forehead. Hey, Steve. How you doing, baby? So I just have to put that on like stupidly high to get it to hide. So yeah, it would be good to have some sort of toggle, whether or not you want to use that. Because I can understand it changed the anchor point. What this one did. Right, so that's the anchor point. So what would be the size? Because this other one's like not really. Nose has bottom center anchor point. Oh, so it changes the anchor point. Oh. So you can't use your own anchor point for that. Got something in your nose. I can't get rid of it. So if I was to do, say, chin, then... Has the source got a bounding box type? Let's take a look. Yeah. Scale to inner bounds. Is that what causing the issue? It's nuts how, like, nuts these are going with the tracking. It is just crazy. Set no bounds. Holy shibuya! Right, so bounds affects it then. Okie dokie. So if I said, oh, 100%. Oh, is this rather than a percentage? This looks like it's more like how much you want it to be by or something. I have no idea. This is stupid. I love it. Hey, Rogue. I feel... Oh, shit. That's so weird how it changes the anchor. Hey, Waldo. trying to think what would be the best. Best way to, hey, Jules. But you're rocking for the stone. Can't believe I don't follow you it. Well, you do now, so there's nothing to worry about, is there? Nothing to worry about. Oops. For me, it's the anchor point. Does this auto change that then? Or can you... Oh, so we can still set it, but it's just that that will automatically change this anchor point on its own. But we can still use our own anchor point if we want to. Is there any way you can add that? So you can set the anchor point in there? Well, how smooth it is at tracking is just stunning. So center. In fact, none of these are right anyway. Just for the scale of the image. Goddamn dumbass. Stream 16. I love you. But I'm sure between one of these I could find... Oops. Oh God, wide boy. Big fan of your vids. They got me into using loads of stuff, my dear Sammy. Nice. I mean, if you do have questions or anything like that, I mainly use StreamerBot nowadays, just because I do coding in C#. But yeah, look at the state. Shut up, man. Well, Zish, how you doing, beautiful? Sorry, I was concentrating a little bit there. But that is so much nicer to set up than... And obviously, because it's doing the scale and everything like that as well, that is so much nicer to set up than messing around with all of the different, like, what's it called? Like, sorting each one individually, like the X position, the Y position, the scale, everything like that. That is a hell of a lot easier. I don't know. I kind of just wish there was like a... because obviously this is size parameter Exceldro. Maybe it would be nice to have like an offset. So it'd obviously still track that position, but you can say, because my source obviously isn't properly square or rectangle, it's not centered at all. So if I could offset by, say, 100 pixels up, that would be really nice. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's something that could be added. Because right now we've got, obviously, the X and the Y. But then doing this on... Yeah. Yeah, he is coming in clutch, as always. And then, obviously, the confidence value. I don't know if that's going to... stop it from exploding when I take a drink, but that is so much easier. So just to show you the difference, this is my other tracking, and obviously the tracking's on and it's all good. It works pretty well, but look at the amount of different... I've got 8 different actions here. I'm doing both the crate and the thing breaking it. And then for the mask, I'm doing the position. I'm doing the rotation of it. I'm doing the X scale. I'm doing the Y scale. I'm also doing some other stuff in there as well. And then rather than having all that, you could just set it with that one that says... this, even though it's just probably reset now. Just because it's changed the... what did I have it on? Center. Yeah. So it's automatically done. I wonder if that changes it. No, it doesn't. So all those different things are just done via one action now. Which is just a lot easier. Especially for you beginners out there that are wanting to tinker with this sort of stuff. It's just, to be fair, it's just terminology that you need to get your head around to make it work. So it's just the terminology of what all this stuff means. And I'm sure... Yeah, so the confidence is definitely just for making it appear and disappear. So like I say, having that on some sort of toggle would be lush. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty stunning, my dude. Other than those few things that I said. Beautiful. GG's. Uh-oh. No. And when there's like 14 things in there, it takes so long to load these because there's so much information in it. So having it more stripped back is just so much better. Right, let's turn this off because the flashing's pissing me off now. Is this where somebody just subs? Sounds about right. Right, should we actually get on with what today's stream's all about? Rather than looking into that. But I am going to be updating my thing to that. What other stuff are you thinking of adding, Exeldro? The only terminology I know is Andy is a knob. Accurate. Accurate. Put a hat on. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And just being able to maybe track exactly where your face is. Maybe I want to have like a hovering stream partner there. Yo! Or something like that. Or, for instance... well, they used to have the bonk thing. And maybe you want it to actually be a little bit higher than what your head is. Do you know what I mean? So you'll be able to track that in that way. But other than that, Exeldro, beautiful stuff. Hopefully my few ideas there or whatever are useful for you. If not, then I guess I just need to get over it. Right, so we're going to be moving on with today's stream, which is looking at some camera-y stuff and whatnot. So, to catch you up, I am doing a stream from scratch. So I'm building it up from nothing, ready for when I do some music, which will be happening when we hit the £1,000 goal for TwitchCon. I'm going to be doing a live stream of me playing music and multiple camera angles, making it interactive and stuff like that as well. And we're going to be doing these streams to build that setup from scratch. So I'm going to build in a brand new scene collection, using StreamerBot from scratch as well. So if I open up, I've not put it on, yeah, I've put it on the shortcut. If I open up this StreamerBot, it's completely blank. There is nothing in it. So we're going to kind of go on a journey together. I did a couple of things offline last night because I messaged Fine Night because I'm going to be using his advanced mask to do a bunch of different things. I can remove that, that's fine. To do a bunch of different like transitions and stuff like that, and like different camera angles with multiple camera angles. So it's something that I was looking at. Expression stuff is handy when making PNG tuber. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was working on a little PNG tuber of, like, myself. But I'm just holding off on that in a minute. God, this coffee's damn good. So this stream is all about people asking questions and everything like that, and I can help you guys out. So I did a few things behind the scenes last night. All I pretty much did... No worries. Night-night, mate. Love you. Night-night. Love you. Aw, he's going for a nap, so I'm going to be a little bit quieter. So I basically just changed the name of some of these scenes and set up some test sources. So I've just got 5 test sources that I can just switch between. So I've got something in there. So when we're testing camera angles and stuff like that, I don't have to have cameras active. I can just basically switch the source. So I technically have 5 cameras for this setup that we're going to be doing. And I've got 5 different source clones here, and these are basically going to be all the positions that the cameras go into, utilizing the advanced mask. So as you can see, just like so. And all this is doing is changing the settings on the advanced mask for how high they are, wide they are, the zoom in, the rotation, all this kind of stuff. And that's all going to be done to get the cool look that I'm going for. Can I go for a nap too? Absolutely, Bongo. You can have a nap on me if you want. I don't mind. And then we're going to work on basically putting all this together in a really cool, seamless way. In theory. But I did come up with a bit of an issue that I wasn't happy with. And that's, say, if I'm on this scene right now, if I go to camera 1, which is this blue one, that looks fine. But if I go to this one and then go to camera 2, the way that it fades out, I don't like. So I need to kind of come up with something that is going to look, I don't know, it might be all right. I don't know. What do you guys think? Not played this game in ages. I know, right? Absolute banger though, isn't it? Oh god, that coffee was good, man. Well, let us build. So this for your music stream? Absolutely, yeah. So I've got the 5 different solo camera angles, and I don't mind them fading between. That's fine, but it's like I want this to just look cool. And there's going to be a bunch of different ways that I can do this. And the first thing I need to do is come up with a good naming scheme for all of the scenes, because this is where it's going to get complicated with how many different, like, different scenes that I have and stuff like that. So I'm just going to duplicate this scene. And I'll call it, I don't know, vertical split for now. And I can leave these 2 because I'm just going to use the same 2 things. And then all I need to do to get this together is open the behind this positions thing, go to filters, and I can put the advanced mask wherever I want it. So I'm just going to do a quick side by side, and to do that I want to go back to height and put 1080 in there because that's what I want to do, and then half of 1920, which is what, 960, put that there, and then I'm going to move it across to the left hand side. Well, first I need to put this at 540 so it centers it. I'm going to put this all the way over to this left hand side here, which I don't know how much, 480. There we go. And then what I can do is duplicate this, and I'm going to call this 2cam vertical split for now. I'm still not set on this naming scheme. I press get values. And now, oh, for fuck's sake. I hate when Move does this, man. Hey, Naga. I'm great, thank you, baby. How are you? I always forget that this happens. Right, 1080. What was it? 960. 540. Thanks for subscribing, Summit Forgery. Appreciate it over on YouTube. What was this? 400 and something? 420, wasn't it? I don't actually remember. 480. There we go. Right, now, sometimes we have to, like, click off it, click on it, and then it will get the things, and now it will actually do it. There we go. So we've got that position in. And then I'm going to do the same for camera 2. So I'm going to duplicate this and call it 2-cam vertical split. And I'm going to do a similar sort of thing with this. So 1080. Oops, 1080. And this will be 960 again. We will set all the position values to be the same. But then this time, this is going to be on the right-hand side. So we're going to move it over here. And I'm guessing this is going to be, what, 1440? Because that works out as a split value. Going to go to here. Refresh it. Get the values. And then now, I've kind of got this going on. So now, I need to set up, when I go to the horizontal split scene. How you doing, TD? Good, baby. That it automatically sets it. Because right now, did you see how that changed to that? And the way that I do that is if I go into filters, I can set all the camera positions that I want by using the move action filter. This was the brainchild that rather than using advanced scene switcher, Finite was like, why don't you use this? It might help you with organizing or the scenes and stuff. I was just like, that's a good idea actually, because obviously when you're doing stuff in OBS and StreamerBot and all the other things out there, there's so many different ways of doing the same thing that sometimes it's like you don't know what's best to do, and it can be a little bit confusing sometimes. I had an issue with starting Zoom screen, no sound audible. No, I've never had an issue like that. So the filter I'm going to do is the vertical split, which we just set up. I'm going to do that for camera 1 and camera 2. And then now, when I go to the you absolute spoon, Andy. Did it on the wrong scene, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. So we're going to set this to vertical. No worries, amazing yacht. I appreciate it, baby. So as you can see, now we've got this smooth transition between the two. So I'm just going to change this back to horizontal because I was on the wrong scene. And then now, you can see we got all these different movements. No worries, Steve. Much love, baby. I just don't know what I think about the fade. So do you see how this is going to get pretty complicated? Turn audio off that. Don't need it on. Need drinks again soon. Yes, June sounds good to me, mate. So it's pretty neat, right? And obviously I'm just sticking to a grid at the minute. Just to get the basic premise of this together. Where is the shadow? Is it on these? Because I want to make sure that it's 0. Because it seems really, really thick here, right? Oh, the shadow looks huge. Maybe I set the distance to 0. Because then that's just going to give it the extra little feel to it. It's just to add that little bit like depth. That's all I'm doing there. Looks pretty nice though. That does remind me that I'd need to do that on all of these. So bring this down to 0.
2 months.
Yo,
appreciate your insights and wisdom, Andy.
We have a new member.
That, Jared. Thank you.
Welcome to the Andy Lippy Committee.
69th Twitch plus point. How do you feel? Heyo.
Remember, if you guys have got questions in any of this stream, please just ask. Even if it's not to do with what we're doing right now, like, it's fine. Absolutely fine. 69. Nice. So this looks pretty sleek right now, doesn't it? And this is all just using advanced mask. I don't have... Switching my scenes to SS delay. It's a bit... I don't really know. I don't know what it could be. It's weird that it's just the first scene that you go to and not anything else. I know what I'd do. Just put a bit of tape on it. I just don't know. What do we think for a naming scheme? For the content after watching the draft. Nice. Oh, congratulations, Bongo. That's amazing to hear, dude. Right, amazing. Well done. I'm trying to think of a way to name these sources that is... It's not gonna... Do I put the amount of cameras on it? I don't... What can I do for a naming scheme? Because there's going to be a ton of scenes. There's going to be a ton of scenes. And it's like, what the fudge do I call these things? I have no idea what to call them. Because it's like, what happens if this is camera 2 and 3 and 4, for instance? Hey Alex, how you doing, sweetie? Are the amount of cameras gonna dynamic change? Potentially, but I've already got the failsafe for that. Because on my inputs, I can just set these cameras to whatever I want. That's fine. But for instance, if I don't have 5 camera inputs, what I can quickly do, which I'll make in in StreamerBot and C#, is just have these clone the same source. So I could use 5 of the same camera if I wanted to. Yeah, it'd look crazy, but at least there's something there. Does that make sense? Look at him, wolf in a pot noodle down. No, the question is, what flavour though? And if it ain't Bombay Bad Boy, big Bombay Bad Boy, you need to get out. Could name the out ones primary, secondary then. So it's not. This is fine because these are out to me. Just means that is the one that I use to send the signal out. If that makes sense. Because I have camera 1 look a bunch of different times. I have the camera, the positions of it, the actual combined scene of it, and then the output of it. And the reason why I've done it like that in 3 layers, because it means the combined scene, I can go and ram a bunch of different effects on here. Say if I just throw an image in there just for shits and gigs. Pictures. I'll just go and grab one of these bad boys. Like that. Just save it and stick it there. It means that... Do you know what I mean? So I can layer and layer and layer and layer and layer. Which is great. I slammed the transition out of SS early. For me, oh god. That's awful. Sweet and sour's pogs though, not gonna lie. It's the actual scenes. I don't know what to name the naming scheme for the scenes. To explain what the scene is for the angle and coming up with something just so I know what it does. I need to come up with just I don't know because I don't know camera shots and stuff like that. I don't know the names of stuff. Just wanted to say, stop and say thank you while I see you live. No worries, Hair Sandwich. You are so loved and so appreciated. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, not everybody thinks like that, but I really do appreciate that kind of comment. It's comments like that help me keep going. Do you know what I mean? So Thank you. Hair sandwich just followed as well. Wonderful stuff. Just a reminder,
but you're
as well,
rocking for the
everybody,
stone.
we are trying to get the Twitch plus points. We are reaching the final 30 for this month. We hit all the goals last month, which was amazing. We've only got this month to do and next month. 100 points, and it basically means that I get an extra 10% on my subs and everything like that for the next year. So it's going to be a huge difference. So if you do want to help support the content and you're happy with it, all that jazz, then please consider doing a sub. It doesn't work on gift subs or primes, but they're always appreciated, obviously. So yeah, I just need to come up with this naming scheme because there's going to be so many different scene layouts. I don't know if I just number them and just call it scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. You can number them, yeah. Personally, I picked some unchangeable property that they're based on the purpose, if that makes sense. Yeah. But what? I'm going to wait for ads to come, and then I really need to pop to that little boy's room, because that coffee has just gone through me. I need a wee-wee. But yeah, that was the layering system of all of these cameras, which is pretty cool. So it means that I can put effects on this scene, that scene, and they all filter through into this, which is really cool. Which I've just thought, this solo camera one, these actually should be this. So I need to copy this and paste that in there, because that's the wrong source, because I need the output in there. Even though it matches them correctly. So I want to make this one for camera 3. So we'll do camera 03 and call it output. Get the camera 3 positions. Turn audio off. So we don't need any audio through the cameras. And we'll do the same for this one. Add source clone. Camera 04. Out. The positions. Turn audio off. And do the same for number 5. Sometimes I really struggle with the alphabet, man. Camera 05, out. Turn audio off. Get camera 5 positions. And done. Right, that makes more sense. So now they're all going to be using this output version of the camera. I just want to make sure that I've turned all the audio stuff off. So I don't want any of this binging up that doesn't need to be there. Ads are starting in a minute, so I'm just going to pop to the little boy's room as well. These all shouldn't have audio anyway, I don't think. So these shouldn't pop up in the mixer. So all my audio, because this is for a music stream, is going to be imported from my Mac, which I've not decided how I want to do yet, but we'll cross that bridge at the end. Right now, it's all about just building the scene collection to get it looking pretty snappy and stylish. Yeah? Does that make sense? Right, I'm going to be right back, guys. Hello. I'm back. No, I'm not. I'm not over there. I'm here. There we go. There's still a minute of ads, so I'm probably just gonna hang fire a second before we continue. Can't believe how quick that coffee went through me. That just ruined me. All right. I'm pretty happy with how this all interacts, which is great. It's just working out these angles, man. I was thinking I could make sure all the scenes persist with what's... don't think it'll really work, actually. Have tea next time. No. I need the power. I need the strength from the coffee. Is what I need. I don't think this whole 2-cam thing is gonna. Maybe I just I don't know. Call it vertical. Vertical. Split, and then maybe just cam 1 2 or something. What do you think? So it'd be like vertical split cam 1 cam 2, because that's what I'm using there, and this would be horizontal split cam 1 2. Is that? And then do that. So it kind of has. And then if I was using 3, what are you using? Just using the Lua script. I've done a video for it. If you do !help zoom and follow, it should come up. So !help zoom and follow. Thank you, Bongo. Bongo's done it. Right, so let's create a duplicate one of these, and say if I do vertical split 3 4 maybe, or no, 1 2 and 3. So we've got 1 2 there, and we're gonna add in another source for 3. And the real cool thing about doing all this positioning stuff, right? So we're going to get camera 3 output just there. So you can see camera 3 is now the whole screen. But if we go over to where I set the camera positions, which is in the behind the scenes camera positions thing, I can turn these on all at the same time and move them around, which is cool. So we're going to do this mathematically, actually. So I'm going to pull up a calculator because we'll need it later on down the line. So these now want to be 640, right? Oh, I've done a dum-dum. So this wants to be 640 now, because we're splitting it again now into 3, which means we need to then move it across a little bit to here, because I'm going to make it so it always fits full screen. I'm guessing this will be 320. Yep. So now I'm happy with camera position 1. So I'm going to duplicate this one here, but I'm going to make sure that I use the same scene name for this filter, which is going to start getting complicated, and this is what I meant. So I'm going to copy this. I've done something really, really stupid. Because if I do the scene names, it's going to be a bit easier, isn't it? Like that. Because basically every scene that these are on, they're going to have another filter. So we go to vertical. That's not vertical split. Oh, no, it is. A lie. Oh, but now it's got a different name, hasn't it? Fuck! This is what I mean. You need to get the naming scheme right first.
Let me adjust this. Camera 1. No, not that one. This is now vertical split 1, 2. I've not done... Let's go do this first. Horizontal split 1, 2. Copy. Just because if I use the same scene names, it's just going to be a lot easier to maintain what does what. So this probably does seem a bit like confusing right now, but hopefully it'll make a lot more sense later on down the line. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? It might not. Horizontal split 1, 2. Horizontal split 1, 2. Now that'll work again. And then the full screen ones just work anyway, as you can see. So now I can go back to this scene and organize them again. So I said, what was it, 640, and this was what, 320? 320. There we go. So that's position 1 for vertical split 1, 2, and 3. And just gonna turn it off, turn it back on, get the values for it, and then you can see we've got the different sizings just there, which is going to position that. If I'm not centered, then YOLO, innit? Be right. I mean, that's what the tracking's for, right? Duplicate this one again. So this one's going to be 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do the same thing here. So I said it was 640, but this time this is going to be a different thing. Shit, 540. It's not that. This will be not 600. No, 800. Okay, let's try 1,000. Not quite. So this math is going to be 960. That'll be correct. So we're going to get the value for this one. And then now we've got this where it's going to that one, into this one, and it'll move around. And now we need to add in that same filter. So I'm just going to copy it. And then paste it in here. Because we've got the vertical split 1, 2, and 3, because this is the first camera that does the vertical split. Out of all those different things. Remember, if you guys have got questions about anything at all, please ask. So that's 640, that's correct. So I'm gonna, if I press this now, of course it's not going to do anything. Just need to move off and on again, that's fine. Just so I remember. I think it's just a refresh thing that Exceldra needs to fix and move. Oh. Let's move it on here. So this right at the end here. It's in 1600 then, right? That looks like it's right to the end. Just going to switch this back, get the values, and that'll put that one there. We've got it when it's in full screen. We've got it going into this mode. This easing is not correct, actually. Hey, Nathan, how you doing? I need to change it to quadratic. And I think 500. Yeah, 500 quadratic. So 500 is just the easing that I'm going for. Probably need to do the same here. So let's just set them to 500 quadratic. Boom. So now you can see how these split. But I need to set this camera position now to vertical split 1, 2, 3, because that's the scene we're on. Vertical split 1, 2, 3, and camera 3, vertical split 1, 2, 3. So now when I go to this, that'll turn on. But for some reason, why the hell did I put that on the wrong scene? I'm such a moron. And then I think this would look better if 2 was at the front, so in the middle, and then the others behind it. Then now we could start getting this kind of shenanigans. That's the only thing that I'm unsure about at the minute. Hey, Io, how you doing? Is with it bouncing like that. That's the only thing. Unless I just make it that camera 1 is always on top. So they're always in order of 1, 2, and 3. Because then that wouldn't cause that weird shenanigans. 3 can get deleted there. Which means I'd probably want to switch. Yo, Oscar, thank you very much for the follow. Put your rock on the stone. How did you find us today?
Put your rockin' for the stone.
Not too bad. Hope you are good. Yeah, man, I'm always good. You know me. Right, so I'm going to split these 2 positions by changing them. So all I need to do is move the X. So that wants, that's 960, right? But it wants going down over wherever I said previously. Which was like 4 something. No, 360, wasn't it? Okay, I don't actually know. 320. 320 sounds right. How's it going, Buttercup? Hey, Raj. How you doing, man? Yeah, things are going really well. This little setup right now is starting to come together, which is nice. I need to adjust, not camera 3. I need to adjust camera 1. Because camera 1 is going to be...
18 months!
Jeez Louise. That's number 17. Thank you, Raj. Appreciate it, baby.
Oh, we have a new member.
We're getting up there with the
Welcome
subs,
to the
guys.
Andi Lippy Committee.
Only 30 more sub points. Remember, T1 is worth 1 point, T2 is 2 points, and T3 is 6 points. Gosh. There we go. Right, so this should look cool now. Thank you so much for the sub again. Could see some of this being useful in vertical streaming formats to have transitions during queue times or when you don't want to. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is going to be my music scene. So as you can see, we can do all these smooth dynamic changes between scenes depending on what's on the scene. It's pretty cool, right? It's gonna be nice. Hi, Oscar. Thanks for the follow, dude. I just hope that this naming scheme makes sense. So all I'm doing here is building a bunch of different angles and stuff like that to make the stream have multiple camera angles and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And just working on how they transition between each thing, like so. So can't really get more than 3 angles unless you started like pushing it a little bit, I think. I'm here to answer questions as well. Just a reminder for anybody watching on YouTube, Twitch, if you do want to ask streaming related questions or whatever, just feel free to ask. It doesn't have to be on topic of what we're doing right now or anything like that. When test re-importing, some images, etc. are missing. That's because you need to... because, well, that's why we asked Exceldro to make the Stream Up plugin, because it auto did all that stuff for you. What you need to do is, because when you export a scene collection or something like that, it has the references to all the files on your computer. That's what it says in the JSON file. Like, it will just have all the references to your computer. So if you're giving it to somebody or something like that, you need to send them the files and tell them to import them. But that's why we've got the internal stream up plugin, because it handles all that stuff. Have you thought about having diagonal positions? Diagonal positions are coming. Yep. I was just doing standard splits for now to conceptualize how I'm gonna do this and stuff like that. Are you going to try and make a bullet time effect like Mr. Greggles did? No, because I don't have 100 cameras. Physically cannot do it without 100 cameras. What plugins do you have tracking your face when you have an overlay of glasses? They are on your face and move, not just static. Just use, if you've got an RTX card, use the OBS plugin, the Move plugin from Exceldro. Might be to do it with 5 cams. I mean, no. No. Plus, the cameras are going to be at other sides of the room. So there's going to be a camera there, for instance. That's not going to give you a bullet time effect. Like, it will not work with 5 cameras. I mean, it could, but I'd pretty much have 5 angles of the same angle. So it'd be pointless for this stream. But there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that I can do with all these angles and stuff. Because all these are... I can switch out these really easily, which is really cool. And then I'm going to make all these angles for viewers to change and stuff like that, which is going to be really cool. So let's create another scene. Where's the duplicate button? Oh, it's right there, Andy. Or one camera on a 360 rotational mount that goes around you. That's true, yeah. Those could definitely set up for interesting uses, especially for things like gameplay and keeping a mouse being in front and hand guitar, behind the scenes ish. Yeah, absolutely. I just need to think of a name for them. Thingy 1, thingy 2. Yes, faster than yours. I'll do angled split 0, 1 or something like that. And let's just keep some kind of freaking organization here. So we're going to have camera 1 and camera 2 for this one doing their things. So I'm going to turn camera 3 off, go into filters and start moving this stuff around. So advanced mask for camera 1, what can we do? We can add some rotation. So let's add 10 degrees to it maybe. We will have to zoom it in. So we'll add probably 10% and we'll change the scale to 110 as well. And that is now giving us a larger area to work with. I'm going to increase the height to maybe 700, right? And position it up. Oh, not on the X, sorry. I don't know how I'm going to work the math out for making sure that these split correctly. Suppose it doesn't matter if they don't. I might do 3 here, actually, you know. set this up here. Duplicate that. See, I don't even know if the angles will look amazing because I'm just using. I've not even. Maybe I should be choosing where I have the cameras already and then working it around that, but don't know. Do 3 cameras on diagonal, top right to bottom left, bottom tilt left to right, and then put a triangle area on the right. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm literally doing. That's why I just changed my idea for that. So I'm just gonna make sure I turn this off and back on to get the values of it. It's pretty sweet though, isn't it? How it's all gonna come together. I don't know if this naming scheme makes sense, but now we need to put camera 2 where we want it. So we've got angled split 0, 1. And we need to go and put this where we want this one now. So we want to add some, probably -10 maybe. Yeah, we'll bump it up by 110 as well. And same for this, just because then it can cover the edges, right? It looks nice with this shadow though, doesn't it? I think the shadow really adds to it. Hey VJ. I wonder if I can get away with bringing this down a bit. It would seem so. Now we'd leave it at that. Anyway. I'm quite happy with that. And now let's move in for the third one. And where do we want you to go, mister? So for this one, we will we can really take the zoom out. And how's the camera play going? Really well. I'm enjoying it so far. Now we'll leave the scale at 100 and just move over. Oh, mind you, no. Because it's not going to reach over, is it? So let's set this back to 100. And then we'll scale around it afterwards. Too little. 90 is too little. Let's try 95. Probably go lower than 95. Try 92. Nope. 93. I'm just trying to get something that fits 94, but whilst retaining as much space as possible. Damn. And then now, shit. Oh no, we're all right. We're all right. I saved the positions. So we got angled split 0 1, angled split 0 1, and angled split 0 1, and then now. Why is only one moved? Did I not save him? You fucking dick. You absolute titbag. You absolute muppet. There ain't no undo for that. Yeah, all I did was set him. I didn't actually save the settings. You absolute moron. Absolute moron. I remember roughly what I did anyway. So it was -10 for this. Then we bumped it to 110. And bumped this to 110. And then we'll just position it. So we'll go... In fact, I'm going to bring it even further down to give this a bit more room. Oh, in fact, I had it at 1,000, remember? Angle split. Just make sure I reset it. There we go. Do this for this one. Anyone remember what size I did? I think it was like 93, wasn't it? 93. Oh, actually, it was on the other setting as well. So it's 93 here, and move it across on the X. No, it was 94.
Bloody boiling in here. Oh, hello all.
Hello all. And that was that. So we'll move that up so it's in alphabetical order. Switch out of it, switch back in, get the values. And then now we should be good. Looks pretty cool, right? It's just certain ones don't look too great. I still thought that looks awesome. Especially with that little bit of like zoom in on the sources. I actually really do like that transition. Looks cool. On cam 3. Oh, this is just a photo. That's not necessarily the camera angle that there will be. It's just a placeholder image. And then I can just keep building this up. Oh, that one, that is just sick. I love that. Okay, that is sweet. That little zoom in. It really gives it that depth as well, you know, with the shadow. Makes it like really come to life a little bit. So we've got a bunch of different things there. The 50-50 angled. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. Like, you can play around with so many things like this. And it's all automated. Like, all these are the same source. This source is the thing that's not changing. It's just the stuff around it that's changing. So the actual filter is just being triggered into whatever position which is just awesome. It's awesome to look at. It's nice to see it like kind of come together, you know, where it all links up. But then, now we can do some extra cool stuff. Because I'm obviously just doing straight angles. We can, say if I duplicate this one, we do something like, let's call it test for now. Like, we could get this to go real weird and do some cool stuff like what do I want to do? Let's send this to full screen and then play around with it. So we'll probably want to change this to, I don't know. You're like a magician. I can't tell you the number of times your videos have got me out of a pickle. It's all good. It's just practice. That's all it is. It's literally just practice. So I would do something like this. And just experimenting. Because there's no right or wrong answer. What about feathering? That do anything cool? So I could do some weird stuff. Which is pretty cool. Obviously around the corners as well. Could do this. I could also zoom in this source if I wanted to. We'll leave it at 100 though. But the cool thing that I could do is throw in a random ass shape. Like this. So that's like, can I recenter that mask? Well, it is centered, Andy. Set this to 1080 and 1080. So now we've got this little diamond angle in the middle. And then I can use 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for this example. Just going to duplicate this and call it 3, 4, 5 because we've got 5 cameras in it. Diamond center, I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to call this scene. And then I'm just going to make sure that it actually pulls the settings. If you've got any questions, by the way, Iconic, you're more than welcome. Because I'm going to go back to this scene now. Paste that in there. And then we're going to set that filter to diamond center. You know what I'm saying? It's so cool. So this will want all 5 cameras. So we got camera 4 out, and we also want camera 5 out. No, that's not the one that I wanted. Source clone, camera 5 out. The only thing I was thinking though, and this is like kind of come to my idea, is, hey Mark, how you doing? Is, yeah. Maybe rather than calling it this, I just call it like Diamond Center 1 or something. I don't know. Because then if I want camera 2 to be the center, or camera 3 to be the center, or 4 or 5, I can do that as well. Don't know. Right, I need to divide these by 4 for the sizes. So let's just go to full screen and take a look at what the settings are for this. So the zoom wants to be, what, 25? No, that'd be the size, wouldn't it? Just fine, we'll catch playback tonight. No worries, dude. Most likely need Stream Deck to control which cam is in section of the scene, but it's a lot of combinations, exactly. And I want it to look smooth. 25. Is it 25? No, it'd be 50, wouldn't it? There we go. So 50, and we want it moving to... what would that be? 480 again, wouldn't it? It's all math, man. Because it's centered point as well, so it'd be like, what, 2 something? No, 180. No, 240. It's all math, man. 270, there we go. Alright, duplicate, and we'll call this diamond center 01. Make sure we actually get the settings. There we go. And that'll set that into that position. I'm also going to copy this because I'm going to be following this same thing in here. So paste, diamond center 1. But this time, rather than it being in that position, this is going to get moved over to... a different position. So let's move it over to... Yo, Skin. Thank you very much for the follow. Put your over the stone. Very much appreciate it.
But you're rocking for the stone.
There we go. Cam 2 here. Make sure this pulls it. We'll do cam 3 now. Well, cam 4, sorry. Not much, but I just hate holding onto these bits. Oh, I appreciate it, Cad. Thank you. Change the position on the Y, because we're going to bring it down to... I don't know, 800?
It's getting rather bitty in here, wouldn't you say?
810. Ionic Eagle, thank you very much for the follow as well. Coming over from YouTube, appreciate it. What's going on here? What's going on? Ah, the Blueberry Artist. How are you doing as well? This would, with a transparent image logo and center cam would be crazy good. Yeah, that's what I mean.
But you're rocking for the
to kind of
stone.
inspire you guys. It's gonna be wicked to see all this come together though at the end. That's gonna be real nice. Remember, if you've got questions or anything like that, please feel free to do it.
But you're rocking for the
Shout
stone.
out. Any questions on anything, I'm here to help, okay? And obviously, if you guys are enjoying the content, please consider helping me get the Twitch Plus points goal this month. We're 30 away, which is, we're pretty close, but it's getting close to the end of the month. T1 sub, I'm also being a little bit quiet because my son's asleep in the room next door. So I don't want to wake him because nobody wants an angry child. Do you know what I mean? T1 sub is 1 point, T2 sub is 2 points, T3 sub is 6 points. Doesn't count for gifted subs or primes, but obviously they're always appreciated. And if I hit 100 for 3 months in a row, I'll get 10% more revenue for the next year from Twitch. So rather than a 50-50 split, it'll be 60-40 split, which is huge. So yeah, if you enjoy the content and you want to support, then please feel free to do so. So you need 30 points. Yeah. And I know for a fact somebody does a T3 sub at the end of the month as well, which is Jesus. So that's another 6 points that we will have on top of what we're on, because T3 is just ridiculous. Right, I need to move camera 3 by doing this. Annoying that you have to do that, but I'm going to set this now. I can't remember what the numbers were. I think this one was 1440 to get it into there, and then this was what, like, I don't remember. One of the things you've done, I'm surprised this hasn't come up before. Yeah, explain. It's a bit contagious. I know it's just a lot of the time I don't get time to do the stuff I want to do. That's why I'm doing the music stuff. It's a bit of a thank you for everybody supporting on getting me to TwitchCon as well, because we're short of £200 now. I think there's about 170 quid, something like that, to finish off the TwitchCon goal, which is awesome. And as a thank you, I'm doing the music stream. I just panicked then. I need to change the name of that, don't I, to Diamond Center first. Filters. Change this to Diamond Center 01. I'm going to put it in order because I'm not a barbarian. Diamond Center 01. This will be Diamond Center as well, 01. If I named it. Yeah, I did. There we go. Do the same here because I've named all these the same, so I really cannot go wrong with setting these up. And what we have just done now is, if we go to camera 1, angled split maybe, we go to camera 2, Diamond Center. Yeah, T3 is 6 points. It's crazy, isn't it? That looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I'm actually super pleased with how that's turned out. That looks fucking sick. That looks incredible, doesn't it? For me, it's the shadows. The little bit of shadow between each one. I really like it. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks real nice. And you've just seen how easy that was to just put together. Because I've got the initial... I really like that one as well. Horizontal split to angled split 1. That looks real cool. Pac-Man, waka waka waka. Starting to look real cool, and I'm not seeing anything I don't like at the minute. I think the fade is the best way to get around the switching from like camera 5, for instance. This camera's nowhere else, but I think fade is the best thing to do there, isn't it? Otherwise, it's going to get stupidly complex. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. McNeiliad. Put your rock for the stone. Thank you very much for following. How did you find us today? Load of followers coming in
But
today.
you're rocking for the stone.
How are you all finding me? And if you've got questions, please do ask. I really like this. I mean, even for this, I could go a little bit crazy and have this rotating as well in the middle to add more kind of dynamic to it. Stream suggestions, nice. Well, if you've got any questions about what I do and anything like that, I do tons of YouTube videos, but you're more than welcome to ask as well, even if it's nothing to do with what we're doing. I love that one. That's the best one by far. Do I go for like having this rotate? I don't know if that's going to make it too complicated, is the issue. Because having that set up on a rotation, unless I can do like a double mask, but I don't think that would work. Because it's the actual mask that rotates. So, one thing I could think is do another... Now, let's keep it simple for now. Just realise your Dynamic Island inspiration must have come because of all your time working for Apple. Because you're a big Apple guy and you would have been around a lot of Apple products. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's kind of... It was drilled into me for 10 years. I still need to carry on doing some more stuff with it, but this is kind of time critical at the minute because we're getting close to finishing the TwitchCon goal, and the music stream's all about that. So there's a lot more that I can add to this kind of thing as well. What iOS? Bloody hell. It was for when the iPhone, was it 13 came out? Was it the 13? I think it was the 13, yeah. Off the top of my head. Because it wouldn't have been 14. Or was it 14? I think it was 13. Yeah. But that's when I was pretty much leaving. So from then on, I don't keep up with Apple stuff, if I'm honest. Really. 14 was all iPhones. That's the boy. I'm trying to think of a nice, easy way to get this to rotate. Just the mask. What if I was to do the Diamond Center 2, right? But have camera 2 at the forefront? Because I think this is where it might not really go right. Hey, Wimpressed. We're just working on the music stream stuff. Yeah, because that's just going to pop as well, which is going to look a bit tacky. But there's nothing really that I can do there. Let's just test it. Let's just test it. Filters. I want to copy this because I want this exact same position, but with filter 2. Paste this. And change this to number 2. Go to single setting. Go to settings. And then this one, it will be camera 1. Right? Yeah. So paste. This is going to be Diamond Center 2. So in theory, this should work as intended. So I do that. And then I go to Diamond Center 2. change the filter here to Diamond Center 2. Here to Diamond Center 2 as well. And then now... need to adjust this scale though, which I've forgotten about. In fact, why? For you about your Apple days, did you find out about new releases before the launch? No, never. You always found out at the same time as everyone else, via the keynotes. And then they never really gave you training on anything. You just expected to sell. It's really dumb. Really dumb, but... oh well. Shit. That was not the right thing. Why is this? I'm intrigued as to... is it just the source that's... I'm pretty sure. I've not changed the zoom. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pressing the wrong filters. Yeah, I've not changed the zoom. So why would... that not be right? Is it just a small image or something? The scale's 50%. What? Why do I need to increase the zoom? Unless I actually need to with this. Camera 1. Unless camera 1 actually does need changing as well. Let's put photo 1 in. Test source image 1. Yeah. So, those... because it was the same all the way around. Yeah. Should definitely give you training. Well, you know what they're like. They're just... very secretive company, aren't they? They need to change that, otherwise they're just gonna keep going down the Swanee, do you know what I mean? I understand you don't want people like copying and all that jazz. Does this need to be 1, 2... oh, Shibuya. Didn't mean that. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. Filters. No, this one. Filters. Does this actually want to be... increased to like, I don't know, what is it, just 1, 2? No, it's not. It's gonna be, we'll increase it to 140 then. Yeah, 140 is gonna be the safe bet. Diamond Center 1. Or is this camera 2? Right, no, because it's got a big 1 on each hit. There we go. So I just need to slightly adjust that camera position there. We break this yet? No, of course not, Tim. How you doing, sweetie? So I need to change this to 140. 140. And then now when I go to that scene, we shouldn't have that issue. So diamond 1, diamond 2. There's no smooth way of doing that. Doesn't look too bad though. So I'm going to copy this. This is going to be Diamond Center 3, 4, and 5. How's the baby doing? He's just having a nap. He's sleeping like an absolute boss at the minute. Like, he's nuts. He just sleeps. He didn't wake up until like 9 AM this morning. He just honestly just sleeps. I should take a nap. You can have a nap with me if you want. I don't mind. Just to keep these sources in a kind of clever order. Right, duplicate this. I'm going to make sure that they're all like in a very specific kind of order. So I'm going to put 2 there, 3 to the front. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Why do I keep doing it on the wrong? It's because all the source names are exactly the same. 3 to the front, 2 there. Yo, fix it. Thank you for the raid, baby. How's things? Really expensive now. You don't want to waste your... What? Sure, I want to spend money on that this time. Oh my actual god. It's so rude. Diamond Center 4. We're doing some cool stream stuff right now. So if you are a streamer, this is the place to be. She's driving. Oh. Do not let me disturb. We don't want to have... Oh my god, I've just done the same thing again, you absolute moron. Such a tit sometimes. So put 4 to the front this time. And we'll do the last one, which is 5. Got to keep organization, right? So put 4 at the bottom, 5 at the top. So now we've got all the different things. We just need to make sure everything is Gucci. And by that, I mean, I know this is going to be really stupid. Hey, try something, Dev. I like tits, that's why I'm here. I mean, I technically could go nuts with this. And rather than have all these scenes in OBS, just have StreamerBot send the data in and then transition. That would be just overkill though, maybe. But it would mean that I wouldn't need all of these... all these filters. I just need one filter. You do you, boo. Just like you do, baby. Carbon baby. God, that transition looks good. God, it looks so good. Trying to think what I want to do. Hey, Waldo. I don't know. Do I really want to have 1 billion filters? Lasted 5 seconds. GG's. Like, do I want to have 1 billion different... So, I mean, this all technically could be just one scene. And just have something that moves these into set positions. No, you don't.
You think I should just have a million filters and scenes? Is that what you're thinking? It looks cool though, doesn't it, Waldo? Maybe I do like diamond center default. And then because like this is going to be the same. Diamond center. I just need to come up with a name for it. Because then this one filter is what brings that to the front, if that makes sense. So we've got a diamond center default and diamond center source, maybe. Maybe that makes more sense. Hey, Debbie Jane. So this would be diamond center default, because that's the default position. And then this one would be diamond center I'm going to make sure the tags make sense. Is that a good word to call it? Source. So that's like its normal position. Well, yeah, default. Source is when it's pulled to the front. I need active. Active. Let's go active. That would make more sense. So we've got diamond center active and diamond center default. Cool. Filters. Default. And we've got active. So I can copy this one and paste it on all these. And then here put default. Alphabetical order them. Mailer Mix, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Paste this one. I just thought, is this actually going to do anything? Didn't think it would. Need to go back through these, I think. Turn them off, turn them on, and then they'll do something. I could probably check if I just do. Yeah. So you have to go off it, on, and then do it. Weird. Weird that Move does that. Annoys me. Right. There we go. And last but not least, we paste it. We press this. We press this again. We don't press get values because that's just definitely not what we want to do. Default. Move that to the bottom. And then now set all these up
to be the correct positions. So this will be diamond center active, and this is default. This is default. Hey Steve, this is default, and this is default, and then we need to do the same on this. Filters, this will be default. Cam 2 is the one that's centered. 3 is default. 4 is also default, and so is 5. Oops. And then 3. Camera 1 is default. 2 / yawn is default. 3 is active. 4 is default, and 5 is default. Do the same for this one. Down center default. This proper is / yawn, isn't it? Oops. Default. Active, because this is number 4. And this is default. And do the same here again. I'll show you the transitions in a second, Steve. It looks pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. That's not what I want. What was that? Shit. That's not right. The default position for... What is it? Number... Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. How's the day going to go later on? We're going for a walk into town, so it should be pretty good. Right, so number 1 needs to have... needs to fill in whatever position. So number 1 is going to have 5 different ones. Then, basically. No, there's not going to be a default position, is there? Because they all need to fill into whatever role they're not in. Hey, beige. Yeah, I didn't think that through. So that one's fine. That means position 2 needs to go in that top right-hand corner. So cam 2 needs to go top right then. Oh, it's not annoying at all. So it's going to be active. I'm trying to think of a really easy way. Do I just move one of the sources and keep everything in the same place, or do I have a move around? Do I do a different filter for each one? It looks cool. Check this out. So 1's here. 2 at the front, and then I think 2 needs to swap with 3. 3 needs to swap with 4. So there's going to be 3 different things for each thing, right? So there's not... there is a default position and a second position, isn't there? And these all need to move into position 2. You're going to make them expand up. It's just different camera angles, which is cool. Hey, Infin Fox, how you doing, baby? Yeah, we need to do a 3rd position anyway, then. need a third position in each of these, apart from number 1. Number 1 is the only one that stays default, because it's either on or off. Whereas 2 needs to go to position 2. It's really taking shape. Right, so filters. I forgot the position value for it. Is it 1440 in it? So this needs to be active. So it needs the default. Duplicate, and we'll do default 2. Does that make sense? Let me just think about this. Let me just set this to where I've just set that. So we've got the default position, because that goes into position 1. So technically that would be... Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Do wheel and scenes, camera spins till it gets seen. Very hard to do. Oh, yeah. A lot easier now we've got the move, the source clone plugin though. Alright, need to make a second one for this. Default 2, so duplicate this. I mean, I'm never going to reference these names, so I don't really need to have the naming scheme amazing. That redeem is a auto resizing text box in the top left hand corner. Doesn't matter how long the message is, it'll automatically resize and split the text up so it fits perfectly. It's really cool. Right, send this into default position 1. This then would be... I've forgotten the Y position for it. It's down here. Well, I'll be able to see... I think it's just 810, isn't it? 810, and then this is 440. No, it's not. 480. Default 2. Right, so we got there, and there. There. My teleprompter arrived last night. Nice. Enjoy. I've still not got one. Hopefully, the Elgato team would like to do a sponsored video on it, because I've got some cool ideas for some stuff to do with it. This one's there, and this one's here. This one I need to go to 1440, I believe. Is that right? Yep, and there we go. That's done. And this one goes here. And, well, that technically only needs 2 as well, right? So now that's correct. And that's correct. This filters. Camera 2. Sorry, I was focusing there, guys. This needs to go into default 2, so that'd push that over there. Camera center 4, which is 3, sorry, needs to go to default 2, which would put it there, but then also default 2 for number 2, which would put that there. And then for the last one, again, hey Doko, you know, C# wanting to relocate to the Netherlands. Maybe that's the job I have. Is the pay good, Waldo? Default 2. Default 2. Default 2. Nice. So, all in all, Looking pretty swish. Diamond center. And of course they have just ordered the wrong way around. I should have been here 2 hours ago to see what the rundown was. We've been doing it. I'm doing it every stream at the minute. And obviously all the VODs are being saved on YouTube. Love that transition. It's really cool how it's coming together. Oh, so I'd be getting paid 6k then, yeah? Apocalyptus. Thank you very much for the follow. Put it rock the stone. Very much appreciate it.
But you're rocking for the stone.
How did you do us? How did you find us? So we just got standard fade. God, that transition, man. Through Nutty Infinite. Well, welcome on in. I mean, these are all like kind of mixing together really well to say they're all very different scenes. The only thing I'm like kind of thinking about is maybe getting this to either spin or react to audio. I mean, getting it to bounce would be nice and easy. You're going to chuck this on Ko-fi. There's like, literally, that's so difficult to do. Like, doing this kind of stuff is just going to be a nightmare to try and package up. I just had a stupid question go through my head. If we're watching you set your... how you're streaming us right now with all these effects happening. 2 OBSs, baby. Running it in portable mode. If you do exclamation mark help followed by portable mode, you'll be able to find out. Well, at least the goal is drawing attention, right? Obviously, we've got 2 goals at the minute. The send me to TwitchCon goal, which we're just is the reason I'm building this setup. Actually, when it's done, I'm doing a live music stream, and I'm going to be doing some more music streams later on down the line because I'm a musician and I don't ever play any music anymore, so it's quite depressing. And we also have the Twitch plus points goal, which we are 30 points away from hitting the goal at the minute for this month. We hit it last month, so we're 1 out of 3 months so far. So if you do enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. T1 is 1 point, T2 is 2 points, and T3 is 6 points. Doesn't count for gifted subs, it's only solo paid subs. Shout Andi will follow YouTube. Yeah, got tons of stuff. I really like that though. This little diamond center thing. Looks really sleek. Get me out of Timpson goal. I'm actually so hot right now. I might take my jumper off. Yes, also Prime doesn't count. Thank you, well done. Thank you. Gets so hot in this room. It's the only thing about when my son's asleep, I have to leave the door shut. And if I open the window, we've got like a really busy road next to us, and that's all you hear down the mic. So it's really annoying. This is cool. This is cool, man. And it's all just being done by positions, which is pretty cool. Before the last one, What did you put, Bongo? About him knowing about as much cricket. Just kicking off, aren't you, Bongo? That I'm not paying attention to you. Oh, stream daddy. Oh, pay attention to me. Remember, if you've got questions, please ask, and I'll attempt to give you answers. You pumped about the raid train coming up in May? Yeah, man. It's going to be really good. You're not getting a pay rise in April. How come? Are they just being douchebags? Right. The plan for this to eventually be video views, as opposed to yeah, I can swap the sources anytime. But rather than just leaving my cameras on all the time, I've just thought I'd use static images. Your wage is above the threshold. That's stupid. Tell them to shut up and give you a pay rise. Say, do you not know who I am? I'm cricket umpire 69. How you doing, Jesus? Are you good, baby? Right, where do we go next? I like being able to organise these as well. This is really nice. So we've got all the solo stuff done. We could do with... yeah, I'm good, thanks, dude. How would horizontal split? Yeah, 30 away. 30 Twitch plus points away. We're getting there. If I want camera 1 and 2, I'm going to rename this to just horizontal split 01 or something like that. Does that break anything? It doesn't. Just accept that I changed the name of horizontal split, didn't I? So we'll change this to horizontal split 01. Because that's just the scene name. Boom. Same here. And what would this look like if I do another one with cameras 2 and 1? Oh, that's because I've changed the name of it, you idiot. Are you all beeping right now? What's going on? Stop beeping at me. Stop beeping at me, bro. Look at my queue system actually working for once. It's not like me, is it? Having something that works. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk it? Don't you just love how it auto resizes? You can get this from my Discord as well. For all the Patreon Ko-fi supporters out there. You can grab it from either the Stream Up Discord or my Discord, depending on where you're supporting at. Tier 2 though, so £10 a month. Horizontal, so if I duplicate this and do horizontal split 2, and what happens if I change these to camera 2 and 3, maybe? 3 and 4. I don't know. How is that reset? I set the effects earlier. Well, apparently it's reset. Don't remember doing that. Beep, 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 beep. How am I going to handle if I want a different camera in here? The only way that I can think that would be cool, right, is delete this, right, for now, and have I could put this in a group. So I could use a group, right? And also like I could do this, copy, paste this reference, stick that in this group, and do the whole switch aroo. Oh yeah, because then I could move this up to here. We should do this specifically rather than guesstimates. Oh,
It's getting rather bitty in here, wouldn't you say?
Why? 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 Thank you for the 201 bits, Waldo. Love you. Let's just take him out of the group for a second. And let us run a crop for half of this. Have a good day. Off with work thing. No worries, baby. Much love. 540 crop. Just do it in here, Andy. Stop being a tip. 540. And then what I could do with this is stick that up there, right? Hear me out on this, everybody. So we've got camera 1, camera 2, and I could put these on a show and hide filter. What? Why is there no lower shadow? Why is there no shadow? Oh, it's because the mask. I guess. The shadow's going to be at the top, isn't it? No, actually, I'm a little bit unsure. A little bit unsure. Oh, yeah, it's because there's not going to be a shadow at the bottom because that's... Let's change the position so it's center. Going home. Don't feel like working no more. Love that. Sounds about right. Wow. Now I look like Johnny Bravo. So, why don't we just center these and then position them on the other scene? Would that work? Like if I go to the horizontal split. No. Or does it? So it is a move. Then link that scene to the camera scene as mask. On the camera scene, or mask, what's going to be reactive to. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do, Doko. But I'm just not doing that yet. I'm just keeping it simple for now. Well, simple, just to get how this is all going to work together, if that makes sense. So right now I'm working on something pretty cool here, but I'm just yeah. It's all good, Apocalyptus. Glad you like it. Silverlink put a lot of effort into it, and I put a lot of effort into the Stream Up plugin, so it's really appreciated. Thank you. Let us don't know how you wanted to do that. Yeah, it's just if I'm having it spinning, I need to think of just how that's going to work with all of the different scene types, if that makes sense, without making it look weird when it transitions, because there's a lot of different things to think about. But I'll cross it when I get to it. Right, horizontal split 01. We want to do this, but rather than want to just center this source, I think. Oh, Shibuya. So yeah, we'll put this at 540 because then we've got the shadow on both sides, right? And we'll say horizontal split. And we'll do the same for the. In fact, what I could just do is copy it. Stick it there. Make sure I do that to refresh it, and then boom. Right, both of them are now centered. So if I go to horizontal split, these will now both be centered, which I'm just going to remove this one, and I've got both of these here now. And then the first one, I want to move up by, well, it'll be, how many pixels? Position, well, it'll be up, and it'll be not 540, but 480? No. Oh, it was 280. No, it wasn't. What was it? 270 then. Right, 270 there. And we'll stick that in that group. And we'll put this at 270. So we'll edit this. Go 270. Hey, Arcsam. And stick that in there. And then what we're going to do here is copy this. Paste it. We're going to copy this and paste that as well. But this time, change the position to, what was it, 270, to minus 270. Also change this one to minus 270. $270 is correct, right? Yeah, it's got to be, surely. Just lock them, and then what I'm going to do is put these in a group. It'd be cool to have some fake letterbox so you could do jump scare thing, where the object reaches to the viewer and goes outside the boundaries of a fake letterboxing. Yeah, you could totally do that. Go check Waldo's stream. He could do that kind of stuff with the way that he's got his setup. Looks really nice, actually, with his little bento idea. Have you experimented with vertical layouts? Not really, no, because my content's not really for vertical, is it? Let's face it. I mean, it could be, but I just can't be arsed, if I'm honest. Wouldn't it be cool to have a huge webcam on while you're streaming your game? This could be huge in the game, streaming game. What? To have a webcam on. What? Oh, I don't. What do you mean? I don't know if I followed correctly there. Right, what I'll do is label these. Horizontal split 01. group. This one, is this the lower one? Yeah. I'll put upper, lower, yeah. And then check this out. We're going to go into scripts. We're going to load a script in. We're going to load the source toggler script by Exceldro. We're going to type in this one. And we're also going to type in this one. Press OK. And then now, we can only have one active at once. Pretty cool, right? But how is that going to react with this? Nice. Copy. Why is this one faster? Why is the lower one faster? That lower one's definitely faster, isn't it? Hey, video games. Is it just like not reading this amount properly? Yeah, I think it's not reading the amount properly for some reason. So if I just type it in manually again, that's must be how I've pasted it in or something like that. Nice. Is it just me, or move transition doesn't show up transition menu anymore? Yeah? Yeah? So now, what I can do, because we've got this horizontal split, is do the same positions for 3, 4, and 5, right? So I'm going to copy the horizontal split at 1, copy it, go paste it in here. I'm going to keep them in alphabetical order. I just need to refresh this. Filters, paste, just refresh this. It's just a little bug in the Move plugin. Just sometimes I have to do that. And then this horizontal split, set all these cameras up to go to the correct thing, which is horizontal split at 1 on each one of these. Boom. And now we just need to add all the cameras. So we'll go source clone, and we're going to add camera 3 out. Just put it down to the bottom, and I said it had 540 crop from the top. which we can just... that was not the case, actually. What was the crop? Completely forgot. I've completely forgotten. That's not saying anything, which is... Oh, no, there's no crop. There's no crop. It was just position, wasn't it? So, position-wise, it was 270 and minus 270. So, remove the crop of this bad boy. So, 0, and we just set it to 270. We'll put that into lower, but we're just going to copy, paste it, move it to minus 270. Put this one in the upper, put this one in the lower, and then now, just lock them all up. Now, no, I've turned them off, Andy. That's why it's not working. Now, we've got the 3 different angles, which is cool, right? Had it for a long time and also changed the portable. I mean, the best way is to share the log files, right, with Exceldro, so you can take a look. Let me just do the show and... Oh, God. Show and hide for slide left. Maybe I should do the lower slide right. Hey, Music Man. So we'll do show, slide, lower will go right. Hide, slide, right. Show, slide, right. Hide, slide, right. Show, yep, you got it. Slide to the right. Take it back now, y'all. So now we've got them going that way and that way. Pretty cool, right? So this one scene is easily interchangeable, which is nice. Now I just need to add the next one, which is camera 4. So add existing, camera 4. Copy, paste. This one we'll do 270. Stick it in there. This one, minus 270. Stick it in there. Gonna lock them both. Do the show and hides. Top was slide to the left. Slide left. And the bottom was slide to the right. And now that's been added in there. Pretty cool, right? It's such an OP script. It's unreal. And let's add the final camera. And then even if I add more cameras down the line, I can just add to that thing, which is pretty cool. So I had camera 5, copy and paste, change it to 270, put it in lower, change it to minus 270, and put it in upper. Lock them, do the same thing again. Add slide. Hide is slide. Show slide right. Slide right. There we go. And then just make sure it works. Nice. And do you know what's going to be really cool? Is making this all interactive. So, technically, all these different setups I'm doing now, you guys will be able to change the scenes. They'll change automatically. And depending on what scene it's on, different channel points will be available. So on this scene, for instance, there'll be choose camera for upper. It'll be camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Choose camera for lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And these channel points will go in, out, shake it all about. Why do I need a foot pedal when I've got you guys? You're literally going to be mixing the stream as I play music. So just play music. You guys, I'm going to add interactive things. So right now we're just doing camera stuff. Later on I'm going to be adding the overlay stuff, so the alerts and stuff. Because when I'm playing a song, for instance, what? I just felt something go in my ear. I don't know what it was. And I felt something hard. I don't know what it was. So we get % of the profits for being acting producer. If there was any profits, then yeah. I'm gonna pay the bills, man. You've got to admit that's pretty sexy. Isn't that like the coolest thing and the easiest thing? Rather than having a bunch of these, it wouldn't have worked for the diamond, for obvious reasons of how many different things there are. I take all the profits at the moment anyway. Shh, don't tell him. So now the horizontal split is all Gucci. Needs a firework alpha video. 1 time use only. And hope chat doesn't use it until very end. Yeah, I'm going to be adding some cool stuff. But I don't want to make lots of noisy stuff whilst I am playing music. So there'll still be stuff going off, but I don't want to like do the cutaway stuff. That's why I'm doing a fresh OBS and a fresh streamer bot. So right now we do have a fresh streamer bot that is literally got nothing in it. So this is how interesting these streams are going to be. So I'm going to be streaming most days, building this. So if you've enjoyed learning stuff and asking questions, then you want to keep watching this series. And obviously I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So all the VODs are being saved. So you can go and check them at a later time and see what was made. And obviously just keep asking questions. Do you know what I mean? And even if it's off topic, it does not matter. It does not matter. I'm just going to pop to Little Boys again, if that's all right. So I'll be right back. I just ate a full Satsuma. I just literally peeled a satsuma and just put the entire thing in my mouth. And it was really, really sour. I was like, such a moron. Should have done that on stream for the content. Only thing I don't like is that shadow going off a little bit, but YOLO. No matter review all the VODs. Loving this, Andy. No worries. Obviously, I know the section we're doing at the moment with the multicam thing is not for everybody, but hopefully you'll see the tools I'm using. So you'll learn a lot from it, basically. Right, should we do... We can't really do any more splits, can we, vertically, because... Well, horizontally, because it would be, like, really, really thin and small. That's what she said. But the vertical ones can totally happen. Many ideas forming. Good. Because you can always do this weird angly stuff with your games and stuff like that as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just building out your set of skills with OBS and content creation. Doesn't necessarily have to be cameras either. Yeah, that's true. Well, we just touched on an incredible script as well that would allow me to do stuff like this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could use this same method if you have a bunch of call to actions that you want to come on and off the screen. But make sure you only have one on at a time. Right? Because then this doesn't require any automation from StreamerBot or anything like that. The only thing you need to do is tell it to just switch, turn on a source every now and then, which you could do all in OBS. Which is cool. I thought my wife just knocked on the door, but it was dog's tail. Right, should we do the vertical one now? Then, so we'll rename this to vertical split 01. Obviously, some transitions don't look amazing, but the fade helps mask it a little bit, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Right, so we're going to do a similar thing here. We're going to pull in all of the cameras. Which, can I just do this? Out of curiosity. Can I just copy them? And then just go, boom. Easy. That's what I like to see. Nice and easy. I want to use Cobot that JD been using to create a minigame with a height meter that would well-mounted raid scene. Nice. When are you planning on doing the music stream then? Well, not until we've hit the £1,000 goal. That's the first kind of thing. And then if we hit the £1,000 goal before the scene collection's done, we'll finish the scene collection. It's not going to be perfect and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like the goal is to do it as a celebration for hitting the £1,000 and you guys sending me to TwitchCon. Control click, yeah, or shift click, just like you normally would. Right, let's do this camera position shiz. So I want to do vertical split 01 to here, and what I want to do is keep everything centered. Shit. Hey TP, what's going on, man? What would center be? 960. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to copy this now to all the other ones. Which I'm going to delete that, paste that, make sure we do this, really annoying. I was trying to use that, but it wouldn't let me, thinking it's because I was on filters list. Yeah, you can't do it with filters. Can't select more than one filter. A troll? What? What? But how you doing, TPB? You good, baby? We're doing some pretty cool stuff right now. And obviously I'm answering questions, so make sure people keep asking. There we go. Right, so now I've got all these to be aligned centered. Right? Now I go to the vertical split 01 scene. And I just need to set all these to vertical split 01. This is the beauty of using the same scene name for all these filters, because then I know what it corresponds to. Boom. And if you're wondering how all these filters are automatically triggering, by the way, you see how anytime I change scene, they're all being automatically triggered? Because these are not, if you look at the positions, these are all barely, they don't move. Right? It's literally just the advanced mask. And the way that we're doing that is on move action, because move action allows you to trigger filters or even turn on source visibility and stuff like that. You have start triggers. So activate when this filter becomes actively shown in final mix. That means if we go to this scene, so this is the final mix that's being output. If we go to this scene, it knows to turn all these on automatically. Hey Lister, hey Master, what's going on, guys? So the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't think this works. If I want to show these, I'm going to slide in left. I don't think it will work, no. Which is a little annoying. So we'll do slide left as well. I have to set them individually. A little annoying. It's alright. Slide. And we'll also do show slide. And then we'll position all these to the right hand side. Which we'll put, well, we'll probably look at the specific value, right? It'd be 480, so we'll just get that. We'll do Control, Shift, and C. And now we're going to do Control, Shift, and V. That copies transform. Really handy shortcut for you all. So all these now have the position value of 480. Because we copied the transform and pasted it. So I could just move a bunch of different sources. Right, here's look. Anywhere. So they're everywhere at the minute. Do Control Shift C on this source. Grab all these sources, Control Shift and V. And boom. They will go into that one place. And then now these all should do the little animation on. Like so. I don't know if I want them to... So how's that going to look? So when it's hiding, it's going to slide to the right and switch out. I feel like sliding up is going to be the way. So just get them to go the same way, because then it chains it together and there's not going to be any like blank space. So I'm going to chain this side up and the other side... No, this side down. So we'll do slide down. This is the boring bit, because you can't bloody copy and paste these properly. Down. Hide. Slide. Down. Show. Slide. Down. Slide. And the reason why I'm not copying and pasting is because it messed up with the timings. Don't pinch my face, god damn it. Slide down. Did I just do that one? Such a moron. Slide down. And last but not least. A few days ago, I went for a job interview for a business consultant. I still don't know what the hell it is. What the hell is this? What? You are? Right, they're all... I'm also going to copy all these. And paste them there. So now I'm going to create a group for these 5. No, not those 5. These 5. Nearly messed up then. Hey Alexa, how you doing, baby? Making me wiggle, man. So we're going to create a group here. And call this vertical split 01 group right. And then we're going to do pretty much the same thing. So we're going to lock all them in place. And then we're going to grab these, move them all over to this side, which I could probably do properly. I'm guessing it's minus 540. So it'd be minus 540 to position it correctly. Or not. Oh, 480. What? I'm sure I went to the right 540, right? Can't remember. Either way. To be fair, I don't know why I don't leave them centered and just move the group. Rather than worrying about... That would make a lot more sense, Andy. You absolute dumbass. So just center them all again. Let's just center them all. Control D. A little too close. What? There. What? What do you want from me? I'll come for you. Must never leave this stream. They will not. Do not worry. Do not worry. They're not planning on going anywhere. Right, so I can just lock these, and we're just going to have to do the show and hide to... I did swipe down, didn't I? Well, slide down. So I need to do slide up this time. So we'll do the show. We go slide up. So boring, this bit. And there's not even, like, any WebSocket shenanigans I could do for this stuff. Because there isn't any endpoints for it. Oh, here we go. You're crashing my PC now. Crashing my PC, bro. Are you ready? It's going to just explode. Oh, no. We're all right. It didn't explode. It only dropped 53 frames. We could deal with that. Slide up. Slide up. So this one will be show. Slide up. This one as well. Slide up. This one. Slide. God. Yeah, there's not even any WebSocket shenanigans I can do with this. Because there's no endpoints for it. Which is so dumb. I hope they do add show and hide transitions to endpoints. Right, there we go. So now that should go up and down. That should go up. That should up. That should up. That one goes up. That one goes up. Boom! I had no idea that we can crash here. Yeah, of course, my PC just explodes from time to time. I really need to dust it out, but I need to get one of them compressed air things, because I don't want to buy cans of compressed air again. They're on my Throne wish list, if anybody's kind enough. Right, group these together. And we call it vertical split 01, because that's a scene name. And we're going to call it a group. And it's to the left. There we go. And I'm just going to copy this name. Make sure I put this in the correct location. Which, what did we say it was? It was minus 480, wasn't it? There we go. Hey, Tefel. How you doing? Like that Aku Aku. It's Lego, that one. Yeah. I do want to get the Uka as well. Right. Now we're going to use the amazing script again. The source toggler. Add that. Add this. And then now... Boom! Easy. There's nothing to do with anything, but I just want to say this because Dr. Dre just said that Aaron is working on an album. Also, him and Snoop Dogg is working on an album together too. Sounds hot. Not really my kind of cup of tea. Not gonna lie. But hot. Dot. And then now we need to do the other positions. So to catch people up that might be just coming in, we have the solo cameras. And then we also have the diamond center cameras, which looks freaking amazing. And each one of these can be positioned into the center. And obviously, doesn't matter which one's what. Hey, Spicy, thank you. I'm glad you like it. And then we also have added the horizontal split, which can be any of the cameras as well. And automatically switch. We've added the vertical split, which this means it can do this also, which is just freaking cool. Have a dot. Thank you so much. This is so cool, honestly. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. And now we want to do the vertical split in 3 parts. So I'm going to add camera 4 and 5 into the mix. I'm just going to copy them and paste them. Stick them there. Lock them, because we're not going to edit them, are we? Go over to my camera positions. Get this vertical split. Vertical split 2, we'll call it. And make sure this is centered, which it already is centered, because we already had that one in the center, which is nice. So I just need to copy this now and go and slam it on both of these. So vertical split. How come this one doesn't have it on? Did I already delete it? I have to do that to refresh it. Vertical split 2. Paste that one in there as well. Refresh it. I really hope Exceldro does fix that issue. Refresh it. Because sometimes I forget to refresh it and it causes it to not work, and then you're like, why is this filter not working? And call this that as well. What was it? Vertical split 02. No, what have I just tried renaming? Shit. Oh no, it was the angled split. Angle, bro. Vertical split. Hi, sleepy man. Have you just woke up from your nap?
We're gonna have a snack and then we come in.
Snack and a walk. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Snack and a walk. We like a snack and a walk, don't we? Do you want a snack and a walk? A snack on the walk. What's that? A pint? What? Jackson, you're too young to have a pint from the pub. Gee. What have I done? Oh, no, it's because I've changed the name of the scene. That's fine. Right, we'll set this to vertical split 2 now. This to vertical split 2, because that's the name of the scene. Use the same names. It makes things so much easier, everybody. A pint of milk. You know. This one in vertical split 2. And this one too. And then now, when we switch to the scene, all those sources should hide behind each other. Just like that. Wicked. That means we've done it correctly. So we're going to move... we're going to do a similar sort of thing.
But the beauty of this one is... I've just thought, actually. Should we do this one a little bit, like, trippy? Actually, when you copy, it doesn't copy the show and hide, does it? Oh, shit. If I join while working, I'm going to need to go back and watch this photo because there's definitely things missed on how to of. Well, if you do, Kush, please, 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 if you would, leave a marker or a clip or clip something. If you're finding it useful, then other people might find it useful and we can just share it out. Because I always forget to do this kind of stuff. So if you do see something you like, just, like, highlight it. How's little man doing? Amazing. Incredible. He's an unreal little kid. I love him. Well, I've got to love him, but you know what I mean. How do I want this to look? Shall I have it like up, down, up? Or I could do right, left, up. I think up, down, up, right? That would look good. So we're going to do show. I'm going to do a slide. Slide up. No, I'm going to do down, up, down. Down. God, this is... I'm going to try the copy and paste again to see if it does it. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go paste. Because that is quicker than doing whatever. Paste. But the thing is with that, I don't think it resets the time. So we've got that. See how it goes really fast now? And really it should be going like that. Which is annoying. So it means that you have to just go manually type this out again. But I still think that's quicker than probably... Even though that's weird. That's like obviously some sort of bug that's in OBS or something like that. Because now you'll see that they go a bit slower. Even though it was already set to that time. So we'll go hide and we're going to copy that. So I could do 500 paste. Does that work? I think it does, doesn't it? Well, we'll be able to see when we transition through. So hide, 500 paste. Hide. Not 5,000. Right, and then what we'll do is group them. And we'll call this vertical split 02. We're just doing group like that. Dash. This will be left. So we'll move this all over to the left here. Which should put me in what position? Because it'll be rounded anyway. Minus 640, I guess. Yeah, minus 640. Lock it. We can test this with the script to make sure it works. Got one. So these should all transition at the same time. There we go. Nice. Hey, Excel drone. Let's copy all these again. Copy, paste. We can leave this one in the middle. I'm going to leave the one in the middle on top as well, because it'll make the shadow look better. So we're going to just lock them. Slide, slide, slide. Is it slide? There's a weird glitch in show transition. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I'm just using some slides here, right? If I go and copy this show transition, copy, paste it in here. Even though this is the same, look, these should be the same. And that one is just resetting to 300 rather than being 500. So if I type 500 in again into the duration, it'll work. Even though it was already set to 500. Right?
So I have to do 500, then paste. Even though it's already set to 500. Paste. 500, paste. And do that each time. Can't wait to buy this from Stream Up. I don't think I'll be able to... I can't think of a way to package this up. Because there's too many moving parts in it. It's going to be disgusting to try and package. Right, so we'll do hide, which is... I'm doing down, aren't I, still? So slide down, right? So it'll be... Hide, we're going to copy it. Hide, 500, paste. Stop using escape sequences, please. Alright, there we go. Nice. And now we can group them together. Call it vertical. Split. O2. Group. Dash. Right. Oh, come on, Andy. You can type better than this, man. We'll go to the wondrous script. Test. And we're all good there. Move this over here. Can't remember what position it's going to be in, but... Well, it'll be positive 640, right? That makes sense. There we go. And now we just need to do the last one. So I'm going to grab a bunch of these again. Copy them. Paste them. Close these groups down. Leave this one on top because it's got the shadow on it. I want to do IRL vlog streams, minimum recordings. I'm going to set up where I can essentially remote stream with my PC at home, getting alerts and overlays. There's a bunch of different things that you can do. The method I always use is Video Ninja. So that's video.ninja. It's an incredible tool that will allow you to just put in... well, in fact, there's a ton of tools that help with wirelessly streaming back to your PC. You can just put a browser source inside of OBS and then connect into it, and that browser source becomes your camera because you're on mobile. So you can just leave OBS on at home, doing whatever it's doing, and then do it that way. But there are a bunch of different tools out there. That's just the one that I'm more familiar with. So it's video.ninja. I have done a video on it previously. All right, slide up for this last one. And then make sure it's on 500. I'm going to press copy. Make sure that that is right. The only way to make stuff is copy and paste. True. Because that is all I'm doing right now. 500 paste. It's just weird that this bug exists. But, you know, that's me for you. I do like to break stuff. Hide is slide up again. Yeah? Yeah, won't be a tick. Oh, I need to copy it. This is going to be hide, so we're going to do 500, paste. Hide, 500, paste. Boom. There we go. Stick them in a group again. In fact, why not I just steal that name in. Group. And call it center. I need to steal that again. Tools. Go to scripts. Paste that script in. And then now we have got this working in the middle too. Shame about the shadowy thing. I don't know if that's a glitch in shadow. The finite might need to address. Exceldra, if you're here, if I'm not in finite stream next, can you get him to Look at this. It's just the shadow thing. Like, fades out. What, the lights out reward? Does work. It's Video Ninja, but the developer has done amazing things with it to simplify it and know amazing stuff. It's one of the things I'm learning more about. I'll have to check it out in another of your videos. It's all good, Debbie J. But hopefully, no worries, Ty. I'm glad I could help you. It's not a problem. That's what I'm here for. There we go. So now we've got all these different scenes that transition between all these different locations, and obviously all the cameras can switch. And clip it for him. Yeah, that'd be wicked. So you all can see this. It's not just my eyes, right? It's the shadow. Whenever a show and hide is being done, like a kind of transition, it's like making the... Can you see it flash up, yeah? That's not just me being me, is it? It seems to be whenever something's transitioning. Definitely through show and hide transitions. It's like the shadow goes for the next 10 days. Yeah, I know he's on holiday. That's why I was like telling you all to remember. Hey, poor role model. But I mean, it's something small, but it's just for him to be aware. Still, this is the best one. It's looking great. So now you all know. Now you all know. Next time you're in Find Out stream, just let him know, because I'm probably going to forget because I'm an absolute moron. Hey, how are we doing? Yeah, really good, thank you. Really, really good. Just obviously building up my music stream for when we hit the dono goal for TwitchCon. We're doing a music stream. If they match, don't they fade as well? I really like it. I really like it. Send him a DM with a clip. Nice. Thank you. And thank you for turning the lights off all the time, guys. Thank you all for being here as well and supporting the stream. I'm going to be doing more of these streams, like I say, whilst we're building up this whole setup, because there's a lot of moving parts in it. And I know right now we're only looking at... we've only been looking at multi-cams right now, but there's going to be a lot more that we go into. Like, I need to deep dive into adding alerts into it, all that, loads of different things. So we're building it up from scratch. That's what this series is like about. So just, yeah, keep on with this series with me, because you guys asking questions is going to make me make stuff better, because it'll give me time to think about it, rather than when I do this stuff on my own, I just completely think of the wrong things all the time, and it goes terribly. It just literally goes awful. Right, I'm looking for somebody to raid, everybody, if you want to support in. Let's go and raid. I actually don't know who to raid today. Has anybody got anybody on that they want to raid? They're more than welcome. Because I'm going to go for a walk into town, because I deserve a break. Been doing this 3.5 hours. Thank you for getting the Twitch Plus points up to 70. That's wild. I will have to double check, because I know some of you do automatic renewals. So it might have already counted, but we'll be able to check at the beginning of next stream anyway. Regardless, we're getting up there. If you guys obviously want to help support and help me get to to the goal for the second month running, then please consider doing a sub. T1 is worth 1 point, T2 is 2 points, T3 is 6 points. Doesn't wait for gift subs or primes, but obviously they're always appreciated. I'm trying to think who we can move on over and see. If only that guy didn't ban me for being honest, I would have suggested him. His loss. Ouch. Sounds like we're burning people today. Sounds like we're burning. Pirate. I mean, it's a freaking huge channel. We have raided Pirate before. But I don't know. Just trying to see who's in maybe the StreamerBot community. Maybe somebody that we've not raided or something. And we knew each other for 6 years. Ouch, that's not good. Finite's here, yeah! I'll be able to show you quickly before I, because I'm getting off for a walk. Also, I think you'll like what we've been doing. The best I could do is fade between cameras that aren't there, which I think it works fine, doesn't it? So, for instance, this, I'm using show and hide transitions to switch between these. And this shadow seems to soften during transition. All these are is show and hide transitions. I'm not sure if it's an issue with mask or the shadow. That's from a known bug. Oh, fantastic. Well, I know about it. I know about it. Enjoy your holiday, mate. Go do holiday things, man. To my new rendering pipeline. No worries, that's not a problem. Sounds good. Just, it's better to report these things. And I know I'm so bad at reporting stuff because as soon as I leave this desk, as soon as I've finished my stream, nah, mate, I don't even remember to make shorts of my own content. Do you know what I mean? I'll put then holiday. Well, enjoy your half day of work. We need somebody to raid, guys. Can you give me somebody to raid? Because I'm in a bit of a rush to leave, as I've got to go to town before the shops shut. And the shops will be shutting soon. Because my wife wants to buy an umbrella. 10:30. I don't think I'm following 10:30. Oh my god, I've just typed in just 10. Wow. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the raid again. Thank you everybody for being amazing and being here. We'll go across to 10:30. Apparently it's a mature stream. That's what we like to hear. Heyo. I'm gonna switch to mobile because I'm gonna be doing one. Just because I always like to be there at least for the raid. Do you know what I mean? But obviously everybody knows you have to do post-stream stuff, and my post-stream stuff means that I need to go to the shops, which I like. You know, when you just can't be bothered. That's how I feel right now. I'm just like, I really can't be bothered, but I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Right, Twitch, here we go, loaded up. Thank you again. I'm probably going to be doing this again tomorrow. There's a video dropping in 2 days as well, which is awesome because it fits in with the streams at the moment. It's all about multicams. So it's going to be pretty good, and the intro is, and you'll learn some extra skills in it. So keep an eye out for that video. I need to do a thumbnail actually. Thumbnail needs to be done, so I'm going to get that done. Hope you guys have learned something today, and if you do have any questions, write them down and ask me next stream. All right, we'll work it out together. I love you all, and make sure you don't do anything I won't do. Stay safe and finite. Enjoy your holiday. All right, thank you all.
There is another screw that I could go off here, but then that means, I mean, that's not even hot anymore. You know what I mean? How the fuck do we maybe drill it out? I think we maybe drill it out. Oh dear,